A small Texas city is in shock. Our nation is reliving this nightmare nearly a decade after those young students at Sandy Hook were killed.
The elementary school there in Uvalde, Texas, is now the scene of the second deadliest school shooting in our nation's history. 19 children and 2 teachers were killed. President Biden has ordered all flags on federal ground to fly at half-staff.
The victims, little children, 3rd and 4th grade, gunned down just ahead of summer break. How sad, how sick, how enraging that our schools are not safe. More than 40 school shootings in just the last year. Hundreds of thousands of American children have been subjected to gun violence since Columbine. All the deadliest etched in our collective memory. Parkland, Sandy Hook, now Uvalde. Amy Robach starts us off from that small, now shattered Texas City. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, George. Yes, it is with such a heavy heart that I am standing here yet once again in front of the scene of a deadly mass school shooting. Uvalde is a small town, 16,000 people. It's a tight-knit community just west of San Antonio. And the kids, the children who were at Robb Elementary School yesterday were just like millions of other American kids going to school. They were excited about the last week. They were looking forward to summer vacation. And then at 11:32, their lives changed forever. This morning, the devastating new details after a gunman opened fire here at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas.
We need to respond to South Grove and Mill Street to establish a perimeter.
19 students and 2 teachers killed.
My heart was broken today. We're a small community, and we'll need your prayers to get us through this.
Before entering the school, gunman 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, a student at Uvalde High School, shot his grandmother at her residence. She is now in critical condition.
We were the first ones to hear the gunshot. We're right behind her house.
Shortly after, the suspect crashed his car outside of the school premises where he engaged with law enforcement. Then, at 11:32 a.m. Central Time, the suspect, wearing body armor, abandoned his vehicle and entered the school, where 2nd, 3rd, and 4th graders were in the middle of the school day. The gunman opening fire as soon as he stepped on school grounds. Students reportedly scrambling out of windows to escape.
We just hear all kinds of gunshots going off, like nonstop, like constantly gunshots. And then we're over here all scared on the ground, fearing for our lives.
4th grader Jordan Legis telling ABC News about the moments when the gunman began firing shots at his classroom.
When he sees the students and our teacher, that's when he starts shooting at the window and the wall right there. So he starts shooting it all up. All kinds of smoke is like in the room as we're in there.
Authorities confirming the suspect was armed with an AR-15 style rifle. Sources telling ABC News all the victims at the school died in the same location inside the school. Officers arrive on the scene and begin exchanging gunfire with the shooter, while some parents rush toward the scene in desperation.
Hey, it's okay. We're right here. Go inside, go inside.
2 officers injured, but sustaining non-life-threatening injuries. The gunman fatally shot by police. A community now grieving as families mourn the lives of those lost. And in an address to the nation, President Biden offering any and all assistance.
I'd hoped when I became president I would not have to do this again. Another massacre. How many scores of little children who witness what happened see their friends die as if they're on a battlefield, for God's sake? They'll live with the rest of their lives.
Now, after the shooting, as you might imagine, there was so much chaos and fear. Officials were able to usher some of the relatives and friends over to the town's community center, convention center, where they had the grim task of collecting DNA to try and help identify the victims. It is horrific and it is unimaginable, Robin.
It is. All right, Amy, we'll be back to you in just a little bit. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.